I'm Lynn, and welcome to what looks like is going to be another sunny day at Ewetopia Farms. Let's go in the barn and see what's happening in there today. So as usual, we start off the morning feeding our bottle babies. The big guy always finishes first and wants to take the little guy's bottle, but there's actually extra in the morning, so he needs to find that extra bottle. Buddy. Here. There you go. Buddy, don't knock everyone off. As we start out today, we know that it's not going to be the best of days when the first thing you see is the mineral feeder, salt and mineral feeder. And you got to ask yourself, we built these salt and mineral feeders to keep them clean, and they've been working really well for us. But what kind of aim do you have that you can manage to get an entire poop into the salt feeder like that? It's only a 4-inch opening. That's pretty talented. So we'll clean that out. That's not a bad thing, but it's just something that you gotta really wonder, like, how did they manage to get that dead on like that? And speaking of dead on, we are having an extremely bad day today because we've got some fatalities, but unknown ones. Like, we have this ewe here. She's in the expecting to lamb group. She was dead back here this morning. Now, this girl was pregnant, and she is an older girl, as you can probably tell by her wool condition. And we've been watching her for the past few days because she's been in this back corner. And usually that's an indicator that they're going to lamb soon. But this morning she was dead, and she wasn't lambing or anything. So we really don't know what happened to her. She seemed fine otherwise. She was in poor condition, but we put it down to her age. Like, she wasn't in terrible condition. She was a C year, so C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L. She's 8. So definitely on the older end for a Suffolk sheep, but that happened. We don't know why. So we gotta remove her. And in the barn with my rowdy crew, where I say I really like the lambs in that group at the back of the new coverall, we have another dead ewe. And we did see her go off her feed 2 days ago. So just to be certain, we gave her some antibiotics. And yesterday she was chewing her cud, so we thought all was good. But again, this morning when we went in, she also was dead. But that one's a little more of a problem because she has a lamb. And those are the young lambs in that group. So I'm going to have to try find her lamb today and try get it onto a bottle. I think she only has a single. I'm hoping she only has a single. The problem with a ewe dying when the lamb is kind of well established is that it is often very, very difficult for them to switch to a bottle. They understand nursing, they're missing their mom, and some of them are hungry and they'll take the bottle right away. and others will go down to skin and bones because they will not take a bottle. So we're going to see what happens with that today. Not a good start to the day, but yeah, that's sheep farming. We tend to have good luck, so I can't complain, but it's never a nice thing when you lose a sheep, especially when you don't have any clue what happened. Time flies, but it's been 2 days since these guys were born. This is the second day, and I'm going to tag them now because she's going to be able to go out with her lambs into the family group today. So I've got all my supplies here ready for the tagging, and when I do tagging, it includes the tags, the tail docking, recording the lamb on my reader, giving it a selenium e-shot, and giving it a little dose of Baycox for coccidiosis. So we're going to get that done now before I head on over to the coveralls. So we're using a little bit of primitive technology here. I've got my foam propped up in the hay feeder here, hence the bar there and the bar here. But I don't have my tripod with me. Sweetheart, you are lovely. And these lambs are from Geronimo. And it's funny, just when, this one, unfortunately, I got, see that? That's yellow when I picked it up. That's a good sign. It's got lots of colostrum, but now my hands are mucky. Gotta love this job. No such thing as being clean. Anyway, Geronimo, when I pick up his lambs, I can always tell his because you get used to the feel of the lambs, and some you pick up and they feel like little birds, and some feel like solid tanks, and it doesn't matter if they're a big lamb or a small lamb. They have that kind of consistency to them. It's hard to explain, but this is not a large lamb. It's a medium lamb, I'd say, and it feels like a Geronimo lamb. It's a really solid lamb, like it's got weight and substance to it and really big bones on it. Hi, we're gonna give you a tag in. I'm gonna double check that she's a girl, and she is, so we're just gonna get her done. Yeah, you're doing a great job. It's just like getting your ears pierced. Well, it is getting your ears pierced. She's a registered Suffolk. That doesn't mean we'll register her, but it means we could register her if we want to. We don't register all our sheep. We register all the ones that we keep for ourselves. But there are plenty of people who want to buy ewes and are totally not interested in papers. They do want purebred, but they don't want to pay the extra money it costs for me to paper them. So they just take them unregistered. Oh, that was a kind of messy one. Get the tail, and I put the elastic on the tail where the skin is. You can see it's kind of dirty, but the skin ends where that elastic went, and then it turns into a woolly tail. That's where I put it. And I was looking on the internet. I'm not sure if it was Cammie's video. Somebody's video had a thing about where you should properly dock tails, and they said the same thing that I'm doing. So I was happy to hear that someone agrees with my method. Okay, that one's done. Now I load up all my stuff, my needles and my taggers before I get the other lamb out. I find it's easier to get all this set up ahead of time instead of holding the lamb on my lap while I do it and having it struggle around. I guess while I'm doing this, I can mention I don't often ask for you to subscribe or press the like button or anything like that, but I see that I get, like, say, an average of 1,000 people every day looking at my videos, and you know that I'm doing them every day, but I only get like a fraction of those people press the like button, which is a thumbs up button. Like, I think I looked at it today because I never really pay attention to it, but I just noticed it today, and I get like 100 likes. And so that's really discouraging to me because it makes me wonder, are people watching and thinking our content is really crap, or they're just looking and just not getting anything out of it, or whatever, or maybe you've become complacent, you see it every day, so you figure I don't need a like or anything like that. But for one thing, the pressing the like button lets YouTube know that you're liking what I'm producing, and therefore they will recommend me a little more frequently to new viewers and stuff, which will get me more viewers. Another thing is that if new viewers are scanning through videos and they see someone who gets a lot of likes, they think, oh, that must be a good video, and they'll kind of check it out too. So it encourages people to look at you, whereas if they see no likes, they think, oh, it must be not worth my time, so they won't do it. And most importantly, it is an indicator to me that I'm not wasting my time, that I'm producing something that is maybe relaxing, entertaining, or hopefully giving people some tips, something you hadn't thought about with lambs or anything like that. So it just lets me know where I'm going. When I don't see the likes, I'm wondering if maybe the videos aren't that great. I don't know. But I'm assuming by the comments and stuff that I get that people are generally happy with the videos, and I think it's more like complacency, that people are just not realizing how important it is to press the like button so that I know that maybe I'm doing something right and I can keep on doing it. And if I'm not getting the likes, maybe I'm doing something wrong. And if I am doing something wrong that you'd like to see change or added or deleted from my videos, you can always comment me and let me know. But yeah, thought I'd mention that while I was here. Here's the next lammy. This is a girl too. This one actually looks different than the other one. A lot of times I find the lambs look the same, but this one is a little finer. Remember how I said that other one was bulky? This one is just a tad bit finer boned and doesn't have the bulk of the other one, although looking at them side by side, they're exactly the same size. It's just a funny thing I noticed about different lambs. But this is a girl too. We tag them, but if we do end up keeping the lambs, or somebody wants to buy them as registered from us, then we will also tattoo them so that there's a permanent record in their ears, because inevitably the radio tags will break down and not work anymore, or they'll lose them, something like that. Whereas the tattoo, it's there forever. You can never misplace the lamb or not know who it is when it grows up, and it can't be tampered with. Once it's in, it's a permanent thing. So we like to keep up with the tattoos. A lot of people have dropped tattooing, and instead are doing double radio tags. But yeah, I find the radio tags do wear out, they fall out, they rip out. It's much safer to go the tattoo route. Just a little extra work. Okay, she got her final number. She's 191 like her mommy, and they're done. So we're in the coveralls now. Today the white ones are locked in so that the Suffolks can have a chance to come out and play in the yard. But right now most of them are eating at the feeders. There were a couple out earlier, but none of them are out now. So definitely not as an adventurous crew as the Dorsets. This is the pen where we lost the ewe. So far I can't find her lamb. Usually if a ewe with a lamb dies, the lamb stays beside her. But I can't find him. So I'm going to have to just keep searching. Whoa, they don't like the screwdriver. But it's going to be pretty difficult getting her out of here. Luckily she died at the back gate. But to get her out with all that snow back there, it's going to be a little tricky. Right now all the lambs look fine. And she had a single boy apparently. So I'm gonna just keep my eyes open for someone crying. But so far I don't see anybody. There's my little short fat guy. Hi buddy, you're very handsome. And there she is. We don't know what happened to her. We got her out.
She doesn't run away now.
Huh?
She doesn't run away now.
I don't think she can run away. She's too big. As I was doing drinkers, this lovely little face came over for a petting. This is Cracker, my ultimate favorite ram of the year, who may be going to the United States as a breeding ram. We don't have any certification for going over to the States yet, and our vet is very busy, so may not happen this year. But Cracker is a big baby, but he's built like a little tank. Let's show you your confirmation, honey. Oh, now he's gonna come close to me so I can't get him. I'm trying to show how nice he is. There. Who are you? You're petting 42? Okay, so that's Chris and Cracker. The two friendly guys.
Chris has a broken ear.
It's wobbling.
Oh, it's broken.
Yeah, right. Chris is the one
Chris
you...
has really got a nice little toupee there.
He's got a beautiful face.
This one here looks like a misfit.
He's speckled. He's gorgeous. Those are two absolute keepers.
What does this guy weigh on?
Heavy.
You're right. He's like, they're 150 pounds.
Well, these are the boys, though. Hi, buddy. I know. I can see you.
What's that?
Hi, buddy. When we do, unfortunately, have a death on the farm, the body is put into the manure pile here. It's buried, and it will compost down. And eventually there's basically nothing left of the sheep in an amazingly short period of time, less than a month usually. And then in the summer it will go back to the field. It will get spread across our fields, and that's the circle of life. Arnie's removing manure from the back of the barn today. So we won't be able to talk about good birthing ewes today because we're a little tied up, but we're going to get to that probably in the next video or so. Usually when he stops, he has something to say.
I was just going to give you a job to do then.
Oh,
I'm
figures.
not going to lecture you or anybody else.
Okay.
Before you leave, maybe you can open that gate up for me and we'll go in there and pick up that parcel.
Oh, the parcel. Yes, they know about the dead sheep. That's why I have my reader here, because I have a really bad feeling about the lamb in the ewe in the other barn as to who it is, but I gotta go double check and read her tag.
You know how it is, eh? Don't turn it off, hon. Don't turn the camera off. You know how it is then. The sheep over there that you wish wasn't around, that wish would die, can't die. And the one you love right over there, you can't keep it alive.
That's how it feels sometimes.
That's how it always works.
That is how it feels, but that's not always the case.
Well,
It's not, Arnie.
it is.
No, it's not.
People told me that people always told me is you always feel bad about that good sheep that dies,
That's what I mean.
okay? But you always take it for granted all the good sheep that never had a problem. You don't look at that because you just don't deal with that. But when you have a real good sheep die, it's the end of the world. But really, it's just a price you pay.
And likewise, if a bad sheep dies, you kind of don't pay as much attention to it as when a good sheep dies. Actually, I don't know if the sun's going to be in my eyes, but
I'll go in the shade.
you can hear, because it's sunny today, they're pretty active up in their nest. You can just see the movement from here. So I just climbed over this gate. This is the laneway, and center here is okay, but the edges are full of snow. And somehow Arnie's gonna have to get back here, and it could be a bit of a problem because this is where the second dead ewe is. And normally if you would say just leave her out there until the snow melts away a little bit, but we have predators here, so we don't want to draw predators into the barnyard. So I thought I'd check the number on her back, and when I went to check my records, I didn't like what I read, so I'm gonna scan her now to see which lamb she has. Okay, get her tag here. Yep. And if I can see that. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's what I feared and would never have guessed. This is the mom of 556. That big black lamb out there. I know he's got a fan club forming. This is his mom. So I'm going to go in and have a look at him, see how he's doing. The good thing is that lamb I see him in the creep feeder all the time, and he's getting up there in age a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna have to really monitor him closely because I don't know why this happened. She didn't have an overly large udder either, unless that dries up when they die, I don't know. But we're gonna go have a look at him in the barn here. They were having naps, so they've all gotten up and are disturbed now. So, hi guys. Hi. Now that, yeah, and he is crying now. He wasn't crying this morning, so it was hard for me to find him. It's bad enough when a ewe dies, but when they've got a lamb, it's even worse. And there he is, because that was the spot he always hung around with her. Hey buddy, how you doing? Hi honey. You're probably getting hungry. You're probably getting a little hungry, sweetheart. Luckily, he is a big, healthy lamb. And he's eating creep and hay well. I will try to catch him and try get him on a bottle to finish him off. But if worse comes to worse, as long as he keeps eating, he should be okay. And a lot of lambs will steal. That's what Legolas did. He was stealing off other ewes, so he had no problem. But this guy's younger than Lazarus was when his mom died. Oh, sweetheart, we didn't want it to be your lamb, Mom. What are the odds? Hi, sweetheart. Are you okay? Are you okay, buddy? Yeah, we're gonna look after you. We are. And there's the fat guy that I like. These are the two lambs that I like in here. That's not your mom, sweetie. Oh dear. He's looking, you see. They don't understand, right? Why their mom's not answering. Aw, sweetie. That's the worst part of it. It's the lambs missing. And now we have the job of removing this ewe from the pen. Go on, you guys. So we've got everyone out of her way. And this is the not fun part. Max, go on. Now this ewe, obviously we don't like anyone to die, but you see she's got marks on her back. We knew that she wasn't doing well for quite some time. So we were hoping that she'd be okay after she had a lamb, but that isn't how it worked out. But the other one was a surprise. She did go off her feed, the other one, but aside from that, she's been doing great, and as you know, her lamb is doing great, so yeah, you never say never on a sheep farm. So we're just trimming the mum who I tagged the lambs of this morning. We're going to leave her in here tonight apparently, but we're going to let her out tomorrow morning to run with the group.
Isn't that something else?
Arnie needs to sharpen his clippers. I can order you a new pair. I'll go in the house and order you a new pair if you don't want to sharpen them.
Come on. come on, come on. Just stand still. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, Mommy.
Still for a second. Just hold on.
Hold still, Mom.
Hold still.
So I quickly came inside and I got our new Wool Growers magazine. This is where we get all our livestock supplies. Most everyone in Canada gets all their supplies from this company. They have everything you possibly would need for sheep. And these are the clippers we use, the Felco clippers. And Arnie wanted me to order the blades, and they don't come in a package of 2. You have to buy the top one and the bottom one. So they're $22 a blade, and if I was to buy another clipper, they'd be $80. So I gotta buy $44 worth of blades, and those should last easily a year of clipping before we need another pair. It's kind of hard to sharpen them. In the olden days, you'd be able to take them somewhere to get sharpened, but it seems like nobody does that anymore. But on a funny note, I was looking at all these clippers and I saw these fancy ones that people have been saying, oh, why don't we get these? And I'll tell you why we don't. I couldn't believe it. Look at the price there. Who would trim their sheep's feet for that kind of price? That's unbelievable. Like, I don't get it. Like, I could buy blades for 80 years and not pay that. It's ridiculous. With sheep farming, like I said, there's not a big margin for profitability there. So you want to keep things as reasonable as possible. And I wanted to show another one that I thought was crazy. You know how we sometimes milk out our sheep if they have a lot of extra milk in their udder, and it takes us like 30 seconds. But you can buy a little hand pump. It's just battery operated, and milk it out that way where you don't have to pull on the teat. That. It's called the Easy Milker. So you put it on and you still have to pump it a few times, as if, and if you're milking you have to pull on the teat a few times too. And it fills up a bottle like we fill up a bottle by hand. But I thought, we were guessing price, how much it would cost, and we thought $50. Again, look at the price. It's just not practical. Totally not practical for the average sheep farmer. And just for fun, there's our ad in the magazine as well, with our Dorsets and our Suffolks there. Anyway, for the price of those clippers, I think I'd rather go on a trip to, Belgium. Well, that's it for today. Sorry there was so much doom and gloom on it. I'm off to make dinner now. Not sure what I'm going to have. Maybe rigatoni or something, which is pasta. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.